Coach, what was on the shirt there? A little NBA jam.
It's a NBA Jam throwback. Myself, Coach Markey, one of my junior high coaches, Jeremy Overlander, made it. He's like, "Hey, you take jokes all right." I'm like, "Yeah." So he took our pictures, threw it into AI. AI pumped this out, and I'm like, "Man, it actually looks like me and Markey pretty well." So, boy, Jared Flay, who's got 110 clothing lines, I said, "Hey, if I send you this, can you make me a shirt?" And he whipped up two of them. So Markey's got one, I got one.
There he is. That's my go-to guy too when I need something printed like a hat or whatever. Go check out Jared Flay for sure. 110 on Markey right there. I heard that he's like your scouting guy.
Yeah, I mean, I've known Nate since he was a kid, man. He was coming to like summer workouts when I was working with Petrie. Then he went to junior out of college to play ball, which is where I went. Been playing pickup with him for years. His dad's a really high basketball IQ guy,
Yes,
good player. So he's kind of another guy in the back of our ear, giving us advice from behind the scenes at times. But starts all our scouts. He'll watch a couple films or so, type them up, then I'll watch a little bit and see if I agree with what he put down. And most of the time I do. We kind of see the game pretty similar, honestly. He's had a lot of summer league stuff, does workouts. He really doesn't miss if he's around, out of season.
nice.
So that's like, as a head coach, I always say the two most important things for my assistants to be are like, can I trust you? You got my back, and are you reliable? And he is. They all are. So, but
Yeah.
he's right there.
Whatever you guys have been doing, it is working. It's a well-oiled machine right now. Just the fourth public school from the YAI AA to make it to the state championship game, looking to be the first Bulldog team to win the championship, Coach. Delaware County from Philly City. It is Bonner Prendy. Coach, talk a little bit about what you're seeing with them when it comes to the tape.
Anytime you get a Philly Catholic League team, you're up against it. They got great athletes, it's high level basketball. I think we're looking forward to it.
Yeah,
It's definitely going to be a little bit of a different style than we've just played four teams out of the District 7 Whippeal. Their style was, in my opinion, kind of similar the way they played. I think this Bonner team will play the game a little differently. They have an absolute stud. Guard is didn't
yes.
take me long to watch film to be like, okay.
Yeah, I think he
I
dropped
think the
24 in the last game I saw.
Yeah. I don't know
Yeah.
what game it was I watched. He started off with like a swish three. The next possession, guy closed out, two dribbles, left hand dunk. I was
Oh,
like, oh, all right.
and it's the guard. That's crazy.
He's like 6'3", I think,
Yeah.
6'2", 6'3". So he's a D1 talent. He's a D1 guy. So we're trying to figure out angles of how we're gonna guard him, slow him down. Who can we gamble off of? Which guys can we roll the dice on to maybe, try to provide support on their best player.
Talking to a very well trusted coach in the area, and he just said that your in game strategy and how you've come out of the locker room has just been on point, coach.
First round game at home, we were down two or three at halftime.
Okay.
The Ringgold game, the first round. I mean, that was a game where we were tight. We felt the pressure of coming off the district championship, playing a home game, first round. You're supposed to win.
Yeah.
And they were tough. Once we got through that, I think since then the games have loosened up a little bit. And I've tried to send that message to the guys. It's like, let's just play loose. Let's keep it free. There's no pressure now.
Right.
And it's working.
Coach I was talking to today, and he said, York County has just been on fire the last few years. I mean, we
Yeah.
mentioned the four teams that made it to the state finals. Central York 2 years ago in
Few
the
years
6A
ago. Yeah.
won it.
Thinking about for years, I always thought York County's had good basketball and has kind of got like slept on a little bit.
Yep.
And the Mid Penn has always been upper level of our District 3 for football, basketball, and some of the other sports. There's been a lot of quality basketball. I think there's been a lot of good coaching in York County. I've
Yeah.
been thinking back to like just like when I was growing up, obviously I played for Petrie, but like, hearing the names of the coaches that coached at York Catholic
Yeah.
and the state title runs them and the Fortunes and then the next and it's like we've probably had a long history of some really good coaching going on that has taught the next guys coaching and how to coach and,
Yeah.
and teaching their players. And now we're getting some, pretty good athletes to go with it too. I mean, it wasn't that long ago that Eli Brooks was donning this, the court at Spring Grove either.
Yes. Then the following year is when Sports Shooting Stars started. So I know Dude Jones talks about they just missed Eli Brooks, but he was still such a huge, influence
Yeah.
in this area. It just shows you, anybody can do it. Put your mind and heart to it. And it helps having like a coach, James Brooks, he's still balling. I still
James,
play with that guy.
yeah, same. And James is another great mind, another guy that I've bounced ideas off of over the years too, from playing pickup and stuff with him. But I've had a lot of good influences, and I think about that, and I'm like, I just think there's been Marty Hasselfuss is another one of mine that's a mentor, and his dad Joe is just legendary at suburban. Warren Goodling. I
Yeah.
mean, I think a guy's in a Hall of Fame. He just won like a 75, 70 to 75-year-old championship in
Yep.
like the South America, playing with Team USA. I mean, he's another one that gives me lots of feedback. So Bill Ackerman, the previous, so like I think it's building and building and building to where the good coaching, is teaching us and helping the overall basketball in your county.
Yeah, well, it has just been amazing, especially them Bulldogs, Coach Bull. I'm looking forward to it. It's Friday night, 8 o'clock. Seeing a lot of love going on where some of the different teams are coming out, the fans and the parents, and just want to hear it from you, Coach, to the 717 fans, the YAI
Yeah.
AA fans. Tell them how bad you need them out there this Friday, 8 o'clock at the Giant Center.
Man, oh, that's Dallastown girls playing before us. I mean, come on, like York County, let's go. Back-to-back games, 2 games, price of one. Be there to root for both of these teams. Our community's been great. It's been building. It's been building. These games are tricky because I had a lot of people telling me, it's like, man, I can't go to Hollidaysburg on a Tuesday night. I'm like, I get it. My wife couldn't do it either with our little kids. We couldn't make it work. But if you win, we'll be there on Friday.
There it
So
is.
I anticipate the alumni and the community and the faculty to be there on Friday, and the general York County basketball fan. Is it's not it's Central did it 2 years ago. We're doing it now, Dallastown girls, but it's rare.
Yeah.
You don't know when, just because we're doing it now doesn't mean it's going to happen every year, every other year either, especially at the big school level.
Exactly. Those guys are recruiting, and in that Philly, that Catholic League, I mean, they played the
Yeah,
championship in front of 10,000 people.
yeah,
So we need the 717 to come on out here too, pack the stands, show some love for the Bulldogs, West York, 8 p.m. Coach, got to ask you this too. Have you been getting any sleep?
yeah. I don't sleep great after games, not in a bad way, but normally just so that adrenaline's going. Um, Funny thing is, last night I finished watching some of that college playing game, the Texas game. I'm listening to the guys announce, trying to unwind, and I'm on my recliner chair, thinking about going to bed. It's like 1 o'clock, and all of a sudden the show ends, and a movie comes on, and a movie catches my attention at the beginning. I'm like, what is this? Hoosiers.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Hoosiers comes on. So I'm like, I want to
Just
watch now. Like, so
it
I
just came
watched to
on
probably like
randomly.
at True TV followed up their coverage of the NCAA tournament with Hoosiers. So that drew me into like 2:30 in the morning. I think I fell asleep on my recliner, woke up and it's 4:15. And I went up to bed for like 2 hours last night. So, I'll get better sleep tonight and Thursday night, but
Well, that's what you mentioned, Coach Goodling. He was talking to me. He said the night before, when you've done everything to prepare, he said it's the best night of sleep ever. All you gotta do is wake
yeah.
up and follow your dreams, there, Coach. And
Yeah.
if
When I
the any
was
what's that?
when I was younger, the night before was like you're just always worried about everything. At this point in my career, with our team, like if we feel confident, we put our work in and practice, there's nothing else you can do, so you should sleep better.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Well, looking forward to a Friday night, 8 p.m., Coach. Go enjoy the family, enjoy this moment, and just know those if you guys play that Bulldog game of sharing the ball and next man up, everything's
Yeah.
going to work out straight, Coach. Go get them.
That's the game. That's the game plan. Like I told you last time here, I mean, this experience is cool. We wanted to get to Hershey, but the goal is to win it. That's still
Yep.
the goal. So we're gonna give it our best shot.
Sports Shooting Stars. We bring the game to you.